Leaf rust is an airborne fungus that can infect wheat plants and reduce yields. Dr. Bob Hunger is a crop disease specialist at Oklahoma State University.
The earlier the infection, the more damage that will be done. If you have heavy leaf rust or stripe rust, when the plants are just tillering and jointing, especially jointing in the spring, that's when you'll see the most damage. If you get infections like when the seed is formed and it's in the milk stage, the plant is somewhat starting to shut down then, and so there's not near as much damage if that infection comes in late. But if it comes in when that flag leaf is just starting to emerge or when the head is just starting to emerge, that's when it'll do the most damage.
That damage could be as much as 20% of yield or more. Dr. Hunger is working with a team of researchers on a new way to determine leaf rust resistance in wheat varieties.
We test in the growth chamber greenhouses the seedling reaction of the various wheat lines to leaf rust. So we grow seedlings. After about 2 to 2.5 weeks, we inoculate with the rust. They develop resistant or susceptible reactions, and we rate those so we get a good idea of the seedling reaction to the leaf rust.
But that doesn't account for the reaction of adult plants in the field. Dr. Hunger says they're using a method developed at other universities to test resistance from young to mature.
We go out into the field in the spring and collect leaf rust from around the state at several locations to try to get as much virulence into those spores that we collect as possible. Typically we'll collect spores from southern Oklahoma. We used to even collect them from Texas, from a number of different states, and try to get as much virulence into that bulk collection of spores that we possibly can. And then we increase that bulk collection on a susceptible variety, produce large numbers of spores, and then that's what we inoculate with, so we've got as broad a virulence spectrum as possible.
By using very potent strains of leaf rust, Dr. Hunger says resistant wheat varieties are better able to defend against fungus spores that are constantly evolving.
It's always a game of trying to find the resistance genes that work and then replace those that aren't working.
Dr. Bob Hunger with Oklahoma State University. I'm Don Atkinson reporting for the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated.